Hello, people of YouTube and the 3 people that follow me. Bottom skins are done on the left wing. Wanted to take a second to talk about a conversation that I had with Van's technical support. As you can see, the aileron actuation has already been done, and I did that before the bottom skins. So I want to explain something. I did, as you can tell, the entire section of section 23, and then I went back and started doing the bottom skins. I talked with Van's technical support about doing that. They said, yeah, that's fine. A lot of people do that. Then I went on to option 38, the electric aileron trim. And luckily, I did the left wing skins. And then when I started looking at how much room there is in these left skins to get in here and to do option 38, I devised a plan to do option 38 before I close up this right wing skin. So after talking with Van's technical support, Kevin stated, I like the way you think, which is like winning an Emmy for plane building, in my opinion. So what I told him, and this was my plan, and it seems to be working quite well, I took this plate and I only dimpled the 4 bottom holes here. And that way I can put these screws in and I have somewhat of a fixed plate. Since I've already done the aileron actuation, I then can, as you can see, set the aileron to neutral here with the plate that they supply you. And as you can see down in here, I had to cut a notch for the Garmin servo because that essentially interfered with the plate to put the aileron bell crank into a neutral position. So with everything set here as a neutral position, I can then mark my center line of this so that then I can measure 6 inches out and figure out where it is that I need to mount these brackets here for the spring. Anyways, you get the idea. For the spring that will connect between this tube and here. And as I stated to Kevin, I cannot for the life of me understand how it is that people do this with the bottom skins on. Because once you mount this onto here, how do you find center line? Anyways, and he stated, yes, that is a problem. And most people are not already thinking about that before they state to put on the bottom skins. Now, as you guys will also see, there is not a lot of wiring throughout these skins. And yes, I am putting on the bottom skins before much of the wiring is done. I'm going with a panel builder, and so everything will be pinned out, and I will have to route stuff through with the pins at the ends of the wires and then add those pins into connectors. So that is going to be not problematic, but it's just another hurdle I'll have to get over. But honestly, in my opinion, if you're able to get your hand up in here, all the way up to these rivets up here, and the same thing, in and all the way up here to rivet these, then you can probably get your hand down the ribs in order to essentially run some wire through these grommets. And as you can also see, I've done as much as I possibly can when it comes to wiring. But again, when you're going with a panel builder, they're just gonna ship the whole thing out and then you're gonna have to run it. Now, I would say if you're doing conduit, which I am not, if you're doing conduit, then yeah, absolutely. I'd want to run as much stuff as I possibly could. But being that I'm not doing conduit, it should be relatively easy to get through. One last thing on this pitot, I talked to Vans about this. The fact that it has a flange here and it's a rather thick flange, I was thinking maybe I need to like have something that holds this even more due to the small amount of wiggle it has. They said no, just this angle bracket that you can see on the back here attached to a rib is good enough for the pitot. And yeah, anyways, so hopefully I'll have this option 38 fully completed, or completed to the part where it's ready to get screwed on, and then get the bottom skins done. Because after this is done, there's really not much else I can accomplish before I actually stick the wings onto the aircraft. And when I'm going to stick the wings on the aircraft, I want those bottom skins on. See you in the next video.